maybe like 4 times. So
absolutely.
Another impressive showing from there, earned that victory. D-Disciple on stage now, though, to introduce our next competitors.
All right. That was good for Tweak. All right, let's get back to the winner's side for winners finals. A rivalry that has been so strong that they created a civil war saga based on these two. Can I get on player one side, TSM ZeRo? And his opponent, still the former champion of Smash and Splash 2, Cloud9 Ally. Normally I do an interview, but I want to be curious right now. Who thinks ZeRo's going to take it? Okay. Who thinks Ally's going to take it? All right, I love it. Good luck to you two guys. Winners finals, let's take it away. Coney, EE, go!
So, we should be booking it. Let's go. So, ZeRo versus Ally. Again.
It's, you know what, it's become one of those classic rivalries. You look at their sets between, 2016, 2017, 3-7 in the favor of Ally.
Yep.
Now, their last exchange being at DreamHack, which was interesting because you saw ZeRo lose in the winner's side of things, but would end up winning the run back of that tournament, eliminating Ally, and actually would go on to 6-0 MKLeo in Grand Finals to take that tournament.
Absolutely. Ally has definitely been ZeRo's biggest demon so far in Smash 4, has doubled him in terms of set count wins. So we're going to have to see how today goes. Ally trying to establish a legacy for himself. I mean, we talk often about, Mother's Day Mango. Maybe Smash and Splash Ally? Who knows?
Perhaps so, man. I mean, this has been his tournament for the last 2 years. And I'll tell you what, we've already seen somebody within the last week or so maintain a title. I'm talking about Nairo at MomoCon, man, back-to-back champion. Ally looking to get a little bit of that magic himself going here at Smash and Splash.
So it looks like Town and City is the gentleman's pick for this set. We're going to have to see where we go to game 1. Imagine it's just going to be Diddy against Mario. I mean, clearly, the thing is... Oh, no.
Oh, no, Lucina.
Yeah, so ZeRo is using Lucina.
Yeah.
This is something that he's had in his pocket for a while for
sure,
Mario, and I know that he also has been kind of working on a Cloud,
yeah.
But we saw how that went earlier.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, man. One thing to note about ZeRo, like him and Pierce, kind of really just become lab monsters, right? They've really just, sat down, developed a lot of strategies to people who have really just kind of given ZeRo a headache in the past, man. This Lucina has definitely come up big for ZeRo on multiple occasions. As I said, was able to eliminate Ally in their last encounter at DreamHack and I believe Losers Finals. And of course, was a victory at a Midwest Mayhem, if I'm not mistaken, as well, which yielded some positive results right here. But none of that mattering right now because that is a strong start for Ally, just tacking on that damage here, seemingly just unfazed by this Lucina pick in the early goings.
Yeah, it looked like he was looking for the air dodge from ZeRo, but he did not give it to him. ZeRo with some weird DI going very low, but he eventually did survive. Ooh. And there's the reverse up smash. ZeRo not looking ready for Ally right now.
I'm telling you, and unlike Mr. R, man, looks like he's pretty susceptible to those up smashes. That was something that Mr. R did a good job avoiding a lot of the times in their set. But for Ally, that is an explosive way to start off this match and take that first stock.
This is not looking good for ZeRo. Ally not much percent, 52 is not huge. And the thing about ZeRo is that he's trying to box out Mario, trying to keep him out so he can't get his hands on him. Ally doesn't really need to go at him and approach and force anything. He's so far ahead.
I'm telling you, man, I like the fact he's really choosing these aggressive options to return to the stage right there. Really just unafraid of ZeRo every single time. Not giving him an air dodge, man, just throwing out a hitbox. And look, it is paying dividends right here. This lead continuing to extend. So ZeRo with the grab here off stage. Not going to get too much right there. Was looking for the down tilt.
Not quite. Right now, Ally only at 92%. Excellent use of that swerve there. He's able to use that skid animation to force an option from ZeRo. Eventually gets the grab. Didn't get too much from it.
All right, great grab right here. ZeRo really being a little overwhelmed here at the start of this matchup, I must say.
Yeah, he's not really finding anything.
Oh,
wow.
Great pickup, and the patience is there. Up B, why not? Not going to get the stock, but a lot of damage to follow as we are seeing here. Ally just extending this to major proportions.
Oh, he was waiting for the air dodge. ZeRo not giving it to him. I mean, ZeRo's not falling into the most obvious traps, but he's definitely getting destroyed on this stage. Ally looking for the up smash, does not commit to it. but he's kind of running around ZeRo, who's going to get that jab into the up air. Smart stuff by him. He's going to have to pull a rabbit out of his hat for this one.
No doubt about it, man, because Ally is all over him. It's really just been all Ally from the beginning here, right? And ZeRo just struggling so much. Oh, that was great place right there. Dropped through with the back air and actually landed perfectly to punish with the back throw. Well done by Ally. Gets the JV, too.
Yeah,
to start off our winners final.
As a JV 2-stock, I do not think ZeRo was ready for that.
Not at all.
He was not ready for Ally, and you got to come correct when you're going against somebody who's that much ahead of you. ZeRo choosing Diddy Kong. He's switching off.
Yeah, you know, I don't want to say that the novelty factor of Lucina as a pick to beat Ally has worn off, but I will say the fact that Ally has definitely gotten better at the matchup, I will say. You can tell this is somebody who definitely has studied the tape, right? He understands where he's gone wrong in certain situations, and clearly right there, correcting a lot of those deficiencies that ZeRo had been exploiting earlier on, which is going to force out his hand and this Diddy Kong for game number 2.
So what's interesting is you see Ally keep doing these dares. He did it 4 times in a row there. Instead of just going, for a simple Mario grab, something like that, trying to get a combo started that way. He used an aerial on the banana to get rid of it before. Wonder if that's something we're going to be seeing more of. Throws the banana up just to get it out of play, but ZeRo getting it right back.
All right, so pretty much back and forth here. Even way to start out this game number 2. Oh, good catch right there, just staying right out of his zone here. All right, but again, these aggressive landing options from Ally really paying dividends here. So often, finding a way to get the job done here.
Yeah, he did it right there. He landed with Nair, and he somehow got away with it. But ZeRo seeming to be handling this a lot better.
Yeah, I was saying he's definitely picked up the pace right now.
And I think a lot of this is Final Destination as the stage pick. He's able to stop Ally, from kind of running all over him from a smaller stage, with the platforms, everything like that. He's definitely making use of the flat ground there.
Trying to come back safely here. Just get that ledge. Oh, but ZeRo not going to allow him to hold it there. Oh, a little bit of an awkward situation right there, but I don't think Ally was quite ready to respond.
Exactly, yeah. He definitely could have done something, but I think it was a little surprising to both of them. Ally 136%, but he does get the up smash, not quite enough.
That was a little scary right there. All right, but Ally going to remain here on the offensive here, keeping ZeRo in the air right here, trying to bat him back with the flood.
That's the splash. We're seeing a lot of smash.
And that's the smash.
Yeah, there it is, right there.
There it is, baby. You know it was going to come eventually. Gets the trump right here. Oh, he's trying to get a read on that monkey flip.
Exactly.
All right, he'll set up for this grab here.
Watch the up smash. Oh, he had it. He had it lined up, but ZeRo with the aggressive landing option. Very smart.
Oh, and that ledge trap into ZeRo right there. And oh, a miscue, a very rare miscue, honestly, for ZeRo. Had him in a good situation, but unable to exploit it. The falling up air. And now Ally looking poised to maybe take this first stock. Oh, but they will do so in a massive trade. Those barrels do not discriminate.
Hey, this is a flashback to last year. If you guys remember, those barrels exploding and sending us into a sudden death situation at last year's Grands.
I remember well.
Not surprised that we're seeing it again here. Some call it fate. But right now, Ally looking fated to win this set against ZeRo. He's already one up on him, and he's doing great in this second stock.
Yeah, it was a really strong lead here for ZeRo that was pretty much wiped out from Ally here, who now controls it by about 40%. Does an excellent job, really just not playing scared of the banana at all. I know sometimes ZeRo has elected to leave the banana on the wayside when it comes to this particular matchup, but not so much this time, man, and Ally has really exploited that to his benefit.
Knocks it away every single time. He's always trying to use an aerial if he has the opportunity. Goes for the down air. Shout-outs to Fonz. We are in the Midwest. He's got the banana in his hand. Nothing really happening there.
Oh, was going for the fair right there. All right, back and forth action right now. ZeRo trailing just a little bit. Oh no, Ally, a rare miss on the up B right there.
Just barely. The banana is in the way.
Oh, that was so good. Threw out the nair right there.
And again, these aggressive landing options, ZeRo is not ready for them, and he's sacrificing stage control to try to chase. Ally's trying to catch him with something here. Another nair.
That's one thing I've actually pointed out throughout this tournament, man. I feel like Ally has just utilized nair a lot more often than I've ever seen him here. Almost becoming his pseudo up smash, if you will, because he has certainly used a lot of it in a multitude of sets we've seen throughout the weekend here. And again, ZeRo being no different, looking to find that success.
Scary position, though. He's off on the side. He's able to get stage control again. Has his back to the center. The crowd is there's a lot of screaming going on in the crowd right now.
It's a terrifying situation for both these guys to be in. Either one of them susceptible to death right now. Ally, oh, nobody committed to the grab right there. That could have been so pivotal. The forward throw here.
Everybody is so scared. Ally trying to get the up smash. Excellent tech from ZeRo.
Seriously.
He's not going to be safe, but he does get grabbed. The back throw from Ally will take it. He is up 2-0.
Disgusting right there. Had the excellent tech right there. There was a few moments, the hesitation costing both of them dearly, but it was Ally in the end to get the perfect position to go up 2-0 here against ZeRo, man. A very game ZeRo, I must say.
Definitely looked a lot more composed than the first game, but it does not matter. Ally barely, by the skin of his teeth, taking game 2 on Final Destination. ZeRo says we're going right back, trying to squelch that momentum.
Exactly, man. Not content with how that one went down, and how could you, man? You get those big pressure situations like that, and more often than not, it is ZeRo who comes out on the winning end, but on this day, on that match, was not the case here. And now Ally playing with, got to be a sense of confidence here. The jab block, let me get that re-grab real quick, player, and just go back to work, but ZeRo able to strike back, sneak a grab in there, and maybe make up a little bit of this damage right here Ally has brought on early on.
So a little bit calmer here, obviously, at the end of the last set, which was, you know, absolutely electric, that last match.
We're both back here just clenching, man. You didn't know what was going to happen.
So close, but right now these guys a little bit more reserved and calm, but ZeRo with their triple fair.
I'm telling you, man, that fair just so imposing, creates a lot of openings there for ZeRo and just controls a lot of space at that.
We're seeing ZeRo kind of define the pace of the game now. Anytime Ally is next to him, he's getting these grabs, he's getting these aerials. And Ally having difficulty dealing with it.
Oh, good catch from ZeRo right there.
Very smart.
Oh, and the mean aggressive there. ZeRo not playing around right now, making it so difficult for Ally to re-find his footing. He does just that, though, with the help of the banana, which looked like it could have been yielding itself to an up smash.
Could have been very scary. I mean, Ally's behind, but remember, that up smash is always available, and as you said, ZeRo a little bit more liable to fall into it than somebody like Mr. Art. We'll have to see how this goes. Looking for the edge guard.
Oh, wow, 2 air dodges right there, though ZeRo not able to get stock. We'll settle for a grab right here, and the stage control benefiting him. Some of the best ledge trapping in the game. Let's see if it pays off right now.
Oh, gosh. Oh, wow. Okay, so just an aggressive option with that get-up attack.
Looking for the follow right there. No, not going to get the roll back.
Yeah, he just goes for the normal get-up, and look at that nair. So low, he goes for it again. ZeRo somehow getting back onto the stage.
Yeah, that'll be the stock right there. All right, so ZeRo with the lead right here, but a pretty fragile one, and Ally knew that right there.
You said it. You said it, man. Ally up 2-0. We are down to our last stock of this game. Ally trying to close this one out. ZeRo trying not to let him.
So intense right here. Both these guys, the back and forth action has been amazing, but at the end of the day, it has thus far favored Ally. We still find himself in a pretty solid position here.
Oh, no.
And you know, what is it, Coney?
No.
One grab, one opportunity, and it tends to be a big one.
You saw the aggressive option from ZeRo getting out of it, but he gets another. Watch the down. Oh, he almost got it.
So close,
the
man.
dunk almost coming out.
Oh, wow, just kind of using the flood to just back himself back there, and then had the nair as well waiting. So really, Ally, so many creative little plays he's making right here. I think it's the fact that a lot of moves he's choosing are just kind of unorthodox and not what ZeRo is expecting, and you're kind of seeing it be the difference maker for the most part, I want to say.
Now, keep in mind, when Ally has that banana, he cannot go for an up smash, so he doesn't want to hold it too long, just in case an opportunity presents itself. But whoa!
Boogie on him!
That immediate pivot grab.
This is
ZeRo's on stage. He's in a terrible position.
And that's going to wrap things up. I think he Z-dropped the banana and just clipped the recovery. ZeRo falling 3-0. Ally, a man on a mission, and this three-peat looking a little more likely as he books himself a trip to Grand Finals.
Ally extends his set lead against ZeRo to 8-3.
8-3.
That is absolutely insane against the best player in the world for Wii U. Ally just stuffing his barrels with that banana, throwing it right in there, and just taking that set. That was incredible.
That was incredible, man, and really just, you know, you look at it, the 3rd week in a row, one time failing to even get the winners finals, and for the 2nd tournament in a row, failing to win winners finals. So
Yikes. Yeah, so
it is real right now, man.
Yeah, it's a scary thing. I mean, I know that Pierce has talked to ZeRo and said we got to come up with an answer to this. Mario Lucino was clearly not it, at least not today. So he's got to figure something out. Let's go ahead and cut to some replays of the set that we just witnessed.
Let's take a look at this here. This was beautiful right now, and you said it yourself, man. We kind of saw that last year at Smash and Splash, that DBZ-esque kill.
So look at this. He gets the save spike.
This was sick right here.
Excellent tech. He goes for that. Look at Ally in the player cam popping off. He only needs one hand to be able to back throw. And there it is. He's just going to throw this right into the barrels. And that's
perfect execution right there.
gonna do it.
And that's the 3-0 special right there, man. We didn't even show any clips from that Lucina game.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing to show.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna show these loser semis though. I think that's
Yeah, that's coming up
That
next.
should be pretty good, man. I believe D Disciple on the stage.